Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is tricks to solve hybridization of given molecule in a minute. Various combination of atomic orbital will give the hybrid orbital and the whole process is called as hybridization. The whole process is called as hybridization. Hybridization involves sp, sp2, sp3, sp3d1, sp3d2, sp3d3 hybridization. Here comes the tricks. First, find out the central atom in a given molecule along with its group number. How can we find the central atom? Means to find out the central atom, first see the molecule. In molecule, which one is single atom, which consists of single atom and has a multiple bonds and forms a multiple bonds with the other is called as central atom, and it has least electronegative than central atom has the least electronegativity than other atoms in a given molecule. So this is the called as central atom. Next, find out the number of sigma bonds and find out the number of lone pair of electron in a given molecule. Here comes the formula. First, what is the formula? Total number of orbitals is equal to number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs. So add the number of sigma bonds and add number of lone pair will give one number. If the number comes 2 orbitals are involving one s orbital plus one p orbital will give the sp orbital, and the shape is linear and the bond angle is 180 degrees. If the total orbitals number comes 3 orbitals are involving one s orbital, one p orbital and one more p orbital. Here sp2 hybridization, totally 3 orbital, 2s plus 1 s, 2p 1 s orbital. What is the geometry? Trigonal planar and the bond angle is 120 degrees. 4 orbitals are involving sp3d1 hybridization. If 5 orbitals are involving sp3d1 hybridization, 6 orbitals are involving sp3d2 hybridization. If 7 orbitals are involving sp3d3 hybridization, then what is the shape, geometry of the sp3 hybrid orbital? Here tetrahedral, and the bond angle is 109.5 degrees. sp3d1 hybrid orbital geometry is trigonal bipyramidal, and the geometry is 90 120, bond angle is 90 and 120 degrees. If 6 orbitals are involving, it will give the sp3d2 hybridization, and the geometry of the sp3d2 hybrid orbitals is octahedral, and the bond angle is 90 degrees. 7 orbitals are involving, give the sp3d3 hybridization. Geometry is pentagonal bipyramidal, and the bond angle is 72 degrees 90 degrees. Sorry for inconvenience, 72 degrees and 90 degrees here. Next, coming to memorize the hybridization, geometry, bond angle, I made it simple by preparing one tabular column. Here the tabular column involves number of orbitals, hybridization, number of lone pairs, geometry, bond angle. If total number of orbital is 2, it involves sp hybridization. If lone pairs are 0, the geometry is linear and bond angle is 180 degrees. 3. sp2 hybridization. If sp2 hybridization is present, if there is no lone pair of electron, the geometry will be trigonal planar and angle is 120 degrees. If any lone pairs are present in the sp2 hybridization, the geometry is angular or V shape or bent shape. Coming to next one, number of orbitals is 4, hybridization is sp3, contains 0 lone pair, tetrahedral geometry. If contain 1 lone pair, pyramidal geometry. It contains if 2 lone pairs, angular or V or bent geometry. Coming to 5, sp3d1 hybridization, 0 lone pairs, trigonal bipyramidal, 1 lone pair, seesaw shape, 2 lone pairs, T shape, 3 lone pairs, linear shape. Obviously trigonal bipyramidal contains 90 and 120 bond angles. 6 orbitals, sp3d2 hybridization. if it contains 0 lone pairs, octahedral geometry, 1 lone pair, square pyramidal, 2 lone pairs, square planar. Bond angle of the octahedral geometry with the 0 lone pair is 90 degrees. 7 involving sp3d3 hybridization, 0 pentagonal bipyramidal, bond angle is 70 to 90 degrees. 1 lone pair, pentagonal monopyramidal. Let us go for some example. Before going to do the example, first we need to note the 3-4 points. First one, in given molecule, if any oxygen atoms are present, always remember oxygen atom forms double bond. Nitrogen if present, it forms triple bond. And remember two more things, that is, if the given molecule contains positive charge, then subtract that electron. For example, if given molecules are containing +2 charge, then subtract 2 electrons. If contain negative charge, add that electron. So these are the things to remember before going to do the hybridization of given molecule. Let us do some example. For example, IF5. First one I am taking which molecule? IF5. So in this, what is the central atom? How to find out the central atom? Central atom always single and less electronegative. Less electronegative. Here iodine, fluorine is present. Fluorines are 5 in number, iodine is 1 in number. So obviously iodine is the central atom and less electronegative than fluorine. First take the iodine here, central atom, that is. It belongs to which group? It belongs to 7th group. So write down the 7 electron like this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electron. Is there any charge on the molecule? No. So no need to add or subtract the electrons. 7 electrons are present. How many fluorines are present? 5. Then put a 5 bonds like this with 5 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 electron. Here 2 lone pairs are present. Non-bonding electrons are present. These are called lone pair. That is, 1 lone pair is present. Now, what is the formula? Total number of bonds is equal to number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pair. Apply this formula. We'll get some number. How many number of sigma bonds are present? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sigma bonds plus number of lone pair 1. Totally 6. So if the total number of orbitals are 6, how many orbitals are involving here? 6 orbitals. Then what is the geometry? sp3d. So count it. How many orbitals are there? 1 is 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. We need 6. So we need one more orbital, that is d orbital. What is the hybridization? sp3d2 hybridization. Geometry of the sp3d2 with one lone pair. So remember always lone pairs. So sp3d2 hybridization with one lone pair structure is square pyramidal. The structure of the geometry is square pyramidal. Next, coming to second example, that is XeF2. I am taking this one. So find out the central atom in this one. Fluorines are 2 in number, xenon is 1 in number. So xenon is the central atom. So it belongs to which group? 8th group. So write down the 8 electrons like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons. Put a bond with the fluorine. How many fluorines are present? 2 bonds. 2 fluorines, 2 sigma bond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons are there. That is 3 lone pairs. How many lone pairs? 3 lone pairs. Apply the formula. 2 sigma bonds plus 3 lone pairs. Totally 5. 5 means sp3d1 hybridization. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. sp3d1 hybridization with 3 lone pairs. What is the structure? Linear structure. Okay. Next, XeOF5. We'll take one more example, that is XeOF5 whole negative charge here. Here xenon is there, oxygen is there. Both are 1 number. So both consisting 1 number only. And which one is the central atom? How we can choose the central atom between xenon and oxygen. Means first see the number. Okay na? They are contain same numbers. Oxygen is one number, xenon is also one in number. So this rule not applicable. Coming to next, electronegativity. See the electronegativity of xenon and oxygen. Which one is a low electronegative? Xenon is less electronegative than oxygen. So in this given compound, which is the central atom? Xenon is the central atom. Why? Because it is present in single number only, but it contains less electronegativity than oxygen. So xenon becomes our central atom. So obviously xenon belongs to 8th A group, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there any charge? Yes, one negative charge is there. I already told you, if negative charge is present, add that electrons. Here one negative charge is there, means one electron is present. Add like this to differentiate the group electrons, group number and the lone electrons, and that is charge. Like this I am writing. Next, make a bond with the other atoms. Oxygen is there. Oxygen forms how many bonds? 2 bonds with 2 electrons. Next, fluorines, how many fluorines are there? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these are the fluorines. Next, one lone pair is there. Next, count down the total sigma bonds, lone pair of electron. See, if double bond is there, in double bond, how many sigma bonds are present? Only one sigma bond and one pi bond. We no need to count the pi bond. We require sigma bond. So count on sigma bond. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sigma bonds plus 1 lone pair. Totally 7. 7 orbitals are involving. The hybridization will be sp3d3. 3 plus 3, 4, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. sp3d with 1 lone pair means pentagonal monopyramidal. The geometry will be the pentagonal monopyramidal. Next, last example, that is NH4 plus. Here I am writing fourth example, that is NH4 plus, ammonium ion. Which one is the central atom? Nitrogen is the central atom. Belongs to which group? 5th group. 3, 4, 5. Is there any charge? Yes, one charge is there. Which charge it is? Plus charge or minus charge? Here plus charge is there. Plus means subtract that electron. Here I am removing one electron from the group electron. That is 4 electrons are present. 4 hydrogens present. Make a bond with 4 hydrogen. Now count out the number of sigma bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sigma bonds. Is there any lone pair? 0 lone pair. So how many orbitals we are getting? 4 orbitals. Means which hybridization? sp3. 3 plus 1, 4. sp3 hybridization with 0 lone pair is tetrahedral geometry. sp3d hybridization with 0 lone pairs is tetrahedral geometry. Like that we'll do the example. This is about the hybridization, simple tricks involved in hybridization. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you.